3:30 this morning. Got in the car at 4:10 a.m. Eastern time. I think it's about 1 o'clock New Mexico time. It's kind of crazy since I drove out here the last 2 years to fly. It's so much faster and easier. I took a Lyft, aka Uber. The guy didn't speak hardly any English at all, and I mean like he knew enough to say no English. And he thinks I'm crazy. So, and it might be, but this place looks so different without the CDT Camp Oasis. So I am going to start walking after I call the wifey poo and see how far I can get today. I only did 5.2 miles, and it took me an hour to get this thing set up because these trees aren't great, obviously. It's about the thunderstorm, hopefully, because I could use the water. It's 10.2 miles to a spring that seems to be reliable year-round. But I would love to get a few liters out of these clouds. I used Caltopo to find water a half mile from my camp. That looked yummy. After a half hour, I got 1/4 of a liter in that bottle, and it was starting to clog the filter, so I just stopped and turned around and started walking, and then a truck drive by. The guy's like, how many you need? 4, 5, 6? So he gave me 5 half-liter bottles of water, which is amazing because I definitely needed that. Kudos to that guy. Thank you to that guy. Awesome. Welcome back to camp. He just gave me a little rattle, not a big one. Man, that's scary, because I'm going to have to get out and pee in the middle of the night. That's a big boy. I fully expect to wake up screaming that rattlesnakes are attacking me. It's right in the middle. Go down the hill, dude. It's 6:40. Got up at about 5:45, so still very slow packing up. But I got to eat some breakfast, drink some water, and I think I can make it to the next water source without any problems. 10.2 miles. Uneventful night. Didn't see the snake anymore after he crawled off about 5 minutes after I took that last video. See, I woke up at like 3:30 to pee, but didn't want to get up because of the snakes. So I just laid there till about 5:45. I just stepped right there, and that is yet another silent rattlesnake. Those bastards. It's 15 miles to Cuba from here, and I was concerned that if there wasn't any water at this spring, I might actually not be able to make it out of this section. There is some water. You can see this trough completely filled with sand and just nastiness. You have to step on that black hose, which I dug out a spot in front of it so that I can put my jar down in there. And then I put it into this water, and then I filter through a bandana into another one of these, and then I use my filter into a clean bottle. It's quite the process, but I'm alive, so I'm willing to do the little bit extra. Pre-filtered water looks pretty nice. Still have to run it through the Sawyer, get rid of any bugs that might be in there, microscopic things. And here is your pre-filter rag. That's the first leader. That's the second leader. So that's why we don't go straight through the Sawyer. Pretty crazy. I have been here for an hour and have filtered 2 liters. New Mexico hates me. There's no other rational explanation. It's 3:39 p.m. I spent that entire time filtering and drinking water. I think I probably 6 liters I filtered. My Sawyer's way slow. Now I think I'm gonna walk a bit more so that I can get out of Cuba a little bit earlier. I don't know if there's any more water between here and there. Hopefully there is. Welcome to the Serengeti. I'm going straight up the middle. Waiting for a pack of lions to come eat me. Or a herd of zebras to run by. I'm gonna ride one. Alright, it's getting toward the end of the day. It's 5 o'clock. And I get to climb that 400 feet up. But there are trees up there, like real trees. I won't have to ghetto camp tonight. 7:22 p.m. It was about an 11-hour day and one of the hardest days I've ever had. It doesn't seem like a lot. It feels like a lot. I wonder what's in my sock. Yep, there you go. Oh, and I don't have water to wash off. Good night.
Good morning from sunny New Mexico. Here's the world's worst tarp pitch ever. I even tied that one out on the wrong tie-out point because I was loopy last night, being so heat exhausted. And that side's no better. Came down on the edge of a cliff here. I'm going to go over here and have a look. Right in the middle is, I think it's called a volcanic plug. It's back fairly close to where I just started this trip. I'll try to zoom in here. Right there.
8:36. Getting ready to leave. Very lazy morning. 5 miles on the trail, almost totally downhill, and 5 miles to town on a road. I think it said 92 feet of total gain for today, so that's good. It's noon. 2.1 miles from Cuba. Really hoping that shifts over this way to at least block the sun. I would be happy with the rain too. Just took a little break in the trees for about 15 minutes. Hello, this is Jason 2 days later. I just want to explain the situation with the water and the snake. So I walked in my flip-flops down to that nasty pond. It was clogging my filter, so that's why I quit after a quarter liter. And then I heard a truck, waited for it. He gave me the water. He looked pretty concerned for me. He's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I just need some water." And then he offered me the water, which was awesome. So then I walked back up to the campsite in my flip-flops, looking for rattlesnakes the whole time because they don't rattle. So, I mean, they rarely rattle, it seems. So I get back up to my campsite and let my guard down, and I walked past that freaking snake, which was about 5 feet long, and it just went like that, like not a big crazy rattle like you see in the movie or whatever. And I looked over, it was about 3 feet to my right, and he was all stretched out. He wasn't coiled up, so he couldn't have like struck me, I don't think. And the reason I was really concerned about it was because I was laying in my hammock that night about an inch off the ground. So I was concerned that like my foot's going to be on the edge of my hammock and it's going to be a heat signature and it's going to think it's a mouse and come bite me or crawl into my under quill, like all these imaginations going through my head. But fortunately I did not have any crazy dreams or anything like that. It was uneventful, but still scary as hell. There's the Cuba Visitor Center. Nice, welcoming little town to hang out in if you want to. What does that say? Probably says welcome friends. Oh. Alright, I made it back to the trail. It's 7:45. I think it was 5 miles-ish, something like that to this point. Got chased by 2 different sets of dogs. That was fun. One of them bit my trekking pole, so he wasn't out there to be kind. But from here on out, hopefully I'm going to be in the shade. I'm already sweating. And there's a bunch of water in this creek, and I carried 4.5 liters. I have drank 1, so I carried 3.5 liters for nothing. That's Cuba right down there. And then out there, right in the middle, is that giant volcanic plug that was right by where I started. It's just letting all my effort has not gotten me very far. I've been hearing stuff cracking in the woods, and I don't think it's anything other than maybe a bird, but then that is a mazzard. Whatever did that is big and probably feeling a lot better. Still have 1.5 to go to the top of this. I kind of dropped down off a ridge into a little bit of a valley between the top and the last ridge, and this looks a lot like the Smokies. It's cool, ground's soft and damp. Similar looking trees to the Smokies. Kind of nice. There are some cows over there, and this is San Gregorio Reservoir. It's a nice little place. And I am done with long distance hiking. Back to 3, 4, and 5 day trips for me.